I'd like to call the Waterworks Board meeting for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, order at 35 p.m. Please join me in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Klein, will you be taking a roll call today?
Yes. Councilman Tom Schmidt.
Here.
Councilman Kevin Conley.
Present.
Councilwoman Robin Arvanitis.
Here.
Councilman Caleb Johnson.
Present.
Councilman Rob Getzloff.
Present.
Attorney Dave Washington.
Present.
Fire Chief Robert Patterson.
Here.
IT AJ Garcia. Public Works Director Chad Nondorf. Here. Director of Operations Andy Hansen. Town Manager Jim Gorman.
Here.
Recording Secretary Robin Teal. Deputy Clerk Treasurer Christy Klein, present.
Thank you. The members of the Waterworks Board consist of myself, Robin Arvanitis, Tom Schmidt, and Kevin Conley. I'd like to start with the minutes of the April 12th, 2025 public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Minutes are approved. Next, we have claims. Ms. Klein, are there any additional claims?
No, there are not.
So move on claims.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Claims are approved, 3-0. Next on the agenda, we have reports. Are there any reports regarding the Waterworks Board meeting?
We do have a report, but we're going to report it at the town council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Council members, do we have any reports regarding the Waterworks Board meeting?
No.
No.
None.
There is no old business, so we can move on to new business. Item A is a public hearing. Is the proof of publication in order?
It is.
It is. Thank you. This is Resolution 2025-1, a resolution of the Department of the Waterworks Board of the Directors of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, recommending an increase in the wholesale water tracker component of the rates and charges collected by the Town of Schererville Municipal Water Utility.
Thank you, Madam President. This is the final, the third and final phase of the pass-through water rate from Indiana American that was approved by the IURC, the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission. It will affect ratepayers. It's 21 cents, 21.9 cents per 1,000 gallons. So an average user out there, it'll be about 87 cents. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No questions.
Thank you.
So at this time, we would need to open the floor. We're opening the floor. Seeing nothing, we will close the floor. Looking for a motion.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carries 3-0. Item B, Resolution 2025-2, a resolution of the Department of the Waterworks of the Town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, for the transfer of a parcel of real estate within the municipal corporate limits of the Town of Schererville and all matters related thereto.
Thank you, Madam President. This property is the Anna Street Water Tower property. We bought property just adjacent to it for a future fire station. And we're just going to have all the town properties that we own in the town's name. So this particular parcel we're talking about, when it was built in the 50s, was in the water department. It was under their ownership, so which is also the town. It's going to be under the town of Schererville. So that instrument is just going to make this happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Motion to approve Resolution 2025-2.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Carries 3-0. Is there any business from the floor regarding the Waterworks Board? Any business from the floor? Seeing and hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Here we go. Call to order the Stormwater Board meeting for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025 at 6:44 PM. The roll call for the Stormwater Board is a little different. It's still only 3 members. It is myself, Tom Schmidt, and Robin Arvanitis. The first agenda item will be the minutes of the April 9th? April 9th public meeting.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Say aye. All opposed? Hearing none, minutes are approved. Are there any claims for the Stormwater Board?
No, there are not.
No claims. Are there any reports from staff with regard to the Stormwater Board?
No reports, Mr. President.
Are there any reports of council members for the Stormwater Board? Hearing none, there's no. Is there any business related to stormwater? Any business for the Stormwater Board? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Call to order the Redevelopment Commission meeting for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. The time is 6:45 PM. The Redevelopment Commission is comprised of the entire council, so we'll bring all of us into the roll call for this meeting. Minutes of the April 9th, 2025 public meeting.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Claims, any additional claims?
Not tonight.
No additional claims. Pleasure of the board.
Motion to pay?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
5-0. Any reports from staff on redevelopment?
No reports, Mr. President.
Thank you. Council members? Moving on. No old business. Under new business, we have Resolution 2025-1, a resolution of the Redevelopment Commission concerning the 2026 budget year determination for the need to capture incremental assessed valuation within the Kennedy Avenue allocation area and all matters related thereto. Mr. Gorman.
Thank you, Mr. President. There's also 3 other resolutions that are TIF districts, so I'm just going to read a little note here, and it'll cover all 4 of those.
Very good.
There are 4 separate resolutions this evening, and the Redevelopment Commission is required under Indiana Code to make certain determinations related to its need to capture TIF revenues for the following budget year. The Redevelopment Commission is also required to notify each affecting taxing unit of this meeting tonight. The TIF revenues are collected in 2025 are needed in 2026 to meet the Commission's outstanding debt service and other purposes attached to each resolution. The TIF district's worksheet shows the anticipated TIF revenues and expenditures. All TIF revenues collected are expected to be used for the purpose prescribed under Indiana Code. If acted upon this evening, a written notice of determination of these resolutions will be made to the Lake County Auditor, the Schererville Town Council, and to each of the taxing units that are located within the TIF allocation area by June 15th, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Gorman? Nope. Okay, moving on. Pleasure of the board on this resolution.
Move to approve.
Second. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Item B, Resolution 2025-2. This is the need to capture and assess valuation within the Plum Creek Precision Allocation Area. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Moving on to item C, this is in regard to or within the Shops on Main allocation area. Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve Resolution 2025-3.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And then item D, this is the Ileana Speedway Route 30 corridor allocation area. Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve Resolution 2025-4.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 5-0. Item E, consider anytime fitness proposal for development of real estate at 22 West Joliet Street project due to an incomplete project specifications. We have an incomplete proposal here to consider. Andy, you have more on this?
We opened the bids on this on April 11th, 2025 at 9 a.m. We only received one bid. That was from Anytime Fitness. It met all the criteria except for the proposed development must include a restaurant with outdoor seating. So it is our recommendation to deny due to the incomplete nature of the proposal.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hanson. Pleasure of the board.
Motion to deny.
Second.
All those in favor to deny, say aye. Aye. Any to approve? Hearing none, the motion is to deny, 5-0. Okay, any business from the floor for redevelopment? Any business from the floor? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
I'd like to call the town council meeting to order for Wednesday, May 14th.
Oh,
Oh,
utility.
utility, I'm sorry. Grab 2 pages.
Good evening. I'd like to call the utility board meeting for Wednesday, May 14th at 6:50 PM. The roll call for the utility board stays the same as the redevelopment, all 5 council people. First item on the agenda is the minutes of April 9th public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Any additional claims, Kristen?
No, sir.
Motion to pay the claims.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Any reports on utilities?
Yes, Mr. President, I just wanted to report on the wastewater treatment plant project that's going on, the new biosolids building. Phase 1 is complete, and Phase 2 is being prepped now for demolition, so that could be built out, and it's a nice project. At least half the building looks pretty good, and they should be done by this year on the other half. Thank you.
Thank you. And I do have one more question for staff, and this should have went over maybe on stormwater. Maybe Andy or Chad can answer. Are they starting a project on the ditch over by the post office? That's probably stormwater, probably, right?
That's a county project, but I know there's plans, but I have no idea if there's a timeline.
Yes, they started land clearing activities on Monday.
Good.
So they're moving forward with the project along that Schererville ditch adjacent to Deer Creek Drive.
And what is the scope of the project?
It's a county project. We have seen the plans. They're gonna dredge the ditch. They're gonna add riprap along the banks to stop the banks from caving in, and naturally, so that's about as much as we know.
Okay, thank you. Any reports from council members as far as utilities? None? We have no old business, we have no new business. Is there any business from the floor regarding utilities? Any business from the floor regarding utilities? This meeting is adjourned. We'll move right into the town council.
President, I don't know when's the appropriate time. On the agenda for the Waterworks Board meeting, it was written that the minutes of the April 12th meeting we voted on. Unfortunately, that was an April 9th meeting.
That's what threw me off
I
when I
know.
saw the
I don't know, do we just correct that through you, or do we need to make a motion to correct that?
You can do either, that's a Scrivener's type error, that's all it is, the accuracy
Okay,
of it is.
okay, so
what
if
we
you'd make that, it was the minutes of the April 12th meeting, just like the rest of the meetings. Thank you, Caleb.
I'd like to call the town council meeting to order for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, at 6:53. We'll accept the roll call from the redevelopment. Minutes of the April 9th, 2025 public meeting. Pleasure of the board.
motion to approve.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Claims, any additional claims?
No, sir.
Pleasure of the
Motion to
board.
pay the claims.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Reports from staff. Jim?
Any department heads have any reports, please speak up and give your report. We'll start on that side of the room.
They're pretty quiet tonight, Jim.
Sorry. Excuse me, Bob. I'm sorry. I didn't mean, I'm sorry. When you're done, and then we'll go to Mr. Reardon. After the department heads are done, we'll go to Mr. Reardon.
All right. I just wanted to report for the month of April, we had 275 EMS-related calls, 60 fire-related, for a total of 335 calls for the month of April. And that's all I had.
Good evening. 2024-1 CMG road project has been completed. This includes streets in the Lakeview and the Elm Ridge subdivisions, concrete repairs along with new asphalt or part of this project. Public Works is currently performing the final restoration on the streets that were part of this project. The remaining 2024-1 CCMG work will be starting once school ends for Grimmer Middle School and Watson Elementary. The road resurfacing project is on 77th Avenue from Lincolnwood Road to Capri Drive, and this will also include the Klein Avenue roundabout. So that'll be coming up here shortly. Last but not least, the 2024-2 CCMG project will be starting soon as well. This includes Burr Street from 73rd Avenue to 78th Lane. This is a total road reconstruction project. It installs installation of new curbs. The water main will be replaced in the entire stretch, and the new roadway. I'll be sending road work notices out once we have a set date for the start of the project, and the road will be closed for most of this project.
Thank you.
Burr will be completely closed for most of this project.
Yes. The water main needs to shift into the roadway, and there's no way to install this new water main and keep that road open.
Understood?
Safely.
Yeah, get it.
Thank you.
And what are we doing out front of Town Hall?
Installing some islands and some bump outs.
Okay,
This will direct one car in each direction of traffic to come to the stop sign instead of cars trying to get around to make the turn on Junction or into the police department parking lot or westbound onto Joliet Street. So we hope it'll be a smoother stopped intersection. Thank you. Concrete curbs on the island starting tomorrow morning.
Very good.
Mr. Reardon, do you have anything?
Thank you, Jim. Good evening. Similar report as last month. The project remains on schedule and within budget. We continue to be focused on the development of the three conceptual alternatives, emphasizing circulation, connectivity, engineering aspects to maximize potential, also to feature development of potential park features and amenity options. We continue to work closely, collaboratively with the town administration, and as the council knows, and thank you for this, we have a joint meeting of the town council and the park board set for Monday, June 9th at 5:30. We will have the deliverables to town administration for appropriate distribution on June 2nd.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it, Mr. Getzlaff.
All right, thank you. Any reports from council members?
I'll just mention Celebrate Schererville is June 4th through June 8th at Reeder Park, with the parade being on Saturday, June 7th.
awesome.
Anyone else?
Excuse me, I do have an update as well.
Okay.
The coffee with a cop on a rooftop is going to be Friday from 5 a.m. to noon. It's going to be located at the new Dunkin' Donuts on Route 30, as well as the existing Dunkin' Donuts on Route 41. And also the police memorial is on Friday at 1 p.m. in this room. So thank you.
At this time, any public comments regarding agenda items? Any comments regarding the agenda tonight? Last call. Okay, floor is closed. There is no old business. So under new business, ordinance 2023 is an ordinance amending the wholesale water tracker component of the rates and changes collected by the town of Schererville, municipal water utility, and all matters related thereto. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is the same agenda item from the Waterworks agenda, that it's the last phase of the water tracker.
Okay. Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Motion to adopt.
We have a motion to adopt.
Second.
A second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Ordinance number 2024 is an ordinance regarding town-sponsored special events of attendees and participants adhere to event guidelines, providing fine and penalties for violation of such guidelines and event protocols and all matters related thereto. Mr. Gorman.
I'm going to defer this to Mr. Hanson.
Okay.
Yes, the police department was looking for an ordinance to simplify for the special events. This ordinance provides for violations that regulate the conduct and decorum of town-sponsored events. Basically allows officers to enforce the rules posted for each event.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion
A second.
and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Mr. President,
Yes,
this ordinance requires publication. Just for the record.
for the record, okay.
We will have it publicized, yes.
Under C, ordinance 2025 is an ordinance to practices and submission requirements of public work projects in the Lake County, Indiana, repelling all ordinances and town code provisions and parts therefore in conflict herewithin and all matters related thereto. Before we make a motion or anything on this, I'd like to call on Mr. Parker. I know he's out there, just so he can talk a little bit about it.
How's it going? Jake Parker. I'm with the Indiana, Illinois Foundation for Fair Contracting. Just going around having towns update their responsible bidder ordinance with new wording. Every legislative change, new wording comes out in the state law. So just having you guys update that to just adhere to the new wording in the state laws and all that. So you guys already had one before. There's not much difference in it at all. Just a couple little changes. So if you guys have any questions, just let us know.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
No? Okay, thanks, Jake.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Jake.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we have a
Second.
motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Ordinance number 2026 is an ordinance establishing responsible business practices and submission requirements for public work projects, being awarded economic incentives from the town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, repelling all ordinances and town council provisions or parts there within conflict herewith, and all matters related thereto. First reading.
Mr. President, this ordinance relates to the previous agenda item in the respect that it requires responsible bidding practices shall apply to any construction project financed in whole or in part with economic development incentives, from the town, including but not limited to property tax abatements, tax increment financing, tax credit, tax deduction, tax exemption, a grant, a loan guarantee, or any other financial or economic development assistance that the town provides.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Ordinance is number 2027 is an ordinance amending Town Code Section 6-20, use of proprieties in the town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, for chicken raising, establishing regulations for same, providing penalties for violations thereof, repealing all ordinances and town code provisions or parts therein conflict herewithin, including town code section 6-20 and all matters related thereto. This is the first reading. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. This ordinance will allow chickens and ducks in areas with larger than 1 acre of land with restrictions such as no roosters, must remain at least 60 feet from neighboring living structures, including decks, porches, and pools, unless the coop and the run is screened by a privacy fence or natural screening no less than 6 feet in height. And then the coop and the run may be located no less than 40 feet from any neighboring living structure, including decks, porches, and pools. A coop and run must be provided and must remain in sanitary conditions as part of this ordinance. Thank you.
So a minimum of 1 acre.
1 acre.
Minimum 1 acre, yes. It also covers between 1 and 2.5, and then 2.5 and
I mean,
beyond.
anyone with less than an acre has to go through the variance process.
Still has to go.
Correct.
through this. Correct.
Most of our lots are not an acre.
Right.
Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve?
Second?
We have a motion and a second.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
We did a study on this back in 2023 with chickens and stuff, where our organization went around to every precinct in the town to find out if anyone would accept chickens in town limits. And it was overwhelmingly like 440 to 6 as far as people that really want chickens in town limits. My opinion is that the chickens is farm animals and still should not be allowed in the town limits, even with the 1 acre. It sounds like we're trying to make special legislation here for people that have 1 acre or more. So I would stick to my original feeling that there should be no chickens in the town limits at all. So my vote would be no on that, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you.
I just have a question. So, not knowing much of this until just this minute, who's going to police all these provisions to make sure that the coop is put together this way and it has this distance and it has all that? Who's in charge of that when people decide they're going to have chickens?
When they come in for a permit for the coop, that's when it would be shown on the plat.
And then we're going to go out and check
Building and
that?
planning would decide, and then, yeah, it would be inspected, and then code enforcement
So
would
they
be.
could change it at any time and it could not be up to code once we check it originally?
Exactly like anything else, like
Anything
a
else. It
shed
is
or
what
a
it is.
pool or.
And, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
And, Mr. Gorman, as far as I read in the ordinance that was proposed to us, naturally, no chickens allowed at all in any subdivisions and any HOAs, right? Because all the HOAs that I checked into in the town of Schererville naturally do not allow them.
Yeah, they would enforce that. We do not enforce HOA guidelines. That's between the homeowner and the HOA. But if they don't allow chickens, then can't have chickens.
And if they have a lot larger than an acre, then that would be the only time this would apply.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Christie, roll call.
Yes. Mr. Johnson?
Yes?
Mr. Connolly?
Yes.
Mrs. Arvanitis?
No.
Mr. Schmidt?
No.
Mr. Getzloff?
Yes. All right, motion carries 3-2. Pardon? Yeah, this will go to the next meeting, because it's first reading only. All right, Resolution 2025-5 is a resolution authorizing lease purchases and financing for purchase of vehicles for the town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, and all matters related thereto.
Thank you, Mr. Getzloff. It's on the agenda, or I'm going to defer to Mr. Hanson. Thank you.
Okay.
So this I brought up last month at the council meeting. This is for the purchase of vehicles and equipment for the police department, fire department, wastewater treatment plant. We were able to finance part of the years, 2.1 million.
Board?
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval to purchase property located at 209 Kennedy Avenue, Schererville, Indiana, from Michael H. Huchin in the amount of $26,000 for a right-of-way, and to the authorization of the town manager, director of operations, clerk treasurer, town attorney to finalize execution of documents. Phase 3, Parcel 7, Kennedy Avenue Improvement Projects. Andy?
Oh, yes, like you said, this is for the Kennedy Avenue Phase 3, Parcel 7. It's shown on the projector here. It's this purple parcel outlined here. It's in the amount of $26,000. That amount was based on the appraisal, and this is just purchasing right-of-way.
Thank you. Pleasure of the board?
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those,
I'd like to make a comment, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I want to congratulate the staff and all of us for the Kennedy Avenue project actually is starting, right, Andy? The Phase 1 and Phase 2 was bid out this past week and accepted by and I think that's on our agenda here tonight. So we're finally moving along on that project, and you guys, thank you for all your work on it. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's mostly Andy.
okay. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Consider approval to purchase property and temporary easement located at 411 Winston Court, Schererville, Indiana, from Diego Development LLC in the amount of $24,600, and to authorize the town manager and director of operations, clerk treasurer, and the town attorney to finalize execution of document Phase 3, Parcel 1, Kennedy Avenue Improvement Project. Andy?
This is similar to the last one. This is for Phase 3, Parcel 1. It's this little piece here in purple, just south of Winston Court. This is another right-of-way purchase in the amount of $24,600.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion.
I'll second. Little discussion.
Okay.
Just looking at the image there, Andy, do they have enough room for parking then?
That's part of the reason why it's a little more amount, so we will be reducing some of their parking, so we pay them for that. That's part of the appraisal. They'll still have room for the parking. It'll be pretty close, but it's gonna be tight.
Tighter.
Yep.
All right. Nothing else. Thank you.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Consider approval to purchase property located at 176 Kennedy Avenue, Schererville, Indiana, from Calumet Bridge Loyal Order of the Moose, Lodge number 1258, in the amount of $180,600, and to authorize the town manager, director of operations, clerk treasurer, town attorney to finalize execution of documents. Phase 3, Parcel 9, Kennedy Avenue Improvement Project. Andy?
Yes, this is also for Phase 3. This was considered Parcel 9. It's part of the Calumet Ridge Moose Lodge. We're buying right-of-way along the front, and then this northern part that goes back to this ditch line, this will actually be for retention. It's a pretty large area. It's about 1.5 acres that we're purchasing all in, and that amounts to $180,600.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure of the board.
So move.
We have a motion.
Second.
And a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Consider variance of use to allow the construction of indoor climate-controlled self-storage building within the US 41 Commercial Corridor Overlay District. Board of Zoning Appeal Case Number 25-4-5. Petitioners are Broadfield LLC. The location is 917-955 Eagle Ridge Drive, Golden Corral Edition, Lot 2, extension north 25 feet. BZA favorable recommendation 4-0, April 24th, 2025 meeting. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. Getzloff. This petitioner went in front of the BZA. This is the property that is just north of Golden Corral, right on Eagle Ridge Drive, between Eagle Ridge Drive and US 41. And it came with a favorable recommendation, and the petitioner is here tonight if anybody has any questions.
No questions? I don't.
Okay.
Anyone else? Any questions?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Yeah, can the petitioner just give us a brief summary of what is being developed?
Sure.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the council. My name is Jim Weezer. I'm the attorney for the project, and I have with me Jonathan Lunn, who's the one of the principals of the petitioner of Broadfield. Fortunately, two of the council members attended the meeting, so that obviously they're already they're clearly well versed. But essentially, Jim said it correctly as to where the property is located. It's an unusual, very irregular shaped piece of property. It's got a pipeline running through it. It's a very difficult property to develop. And the project is going to be climate-controlled self-storage, indoor self-storage. It's a demonstrated need in our community. At least I know that my client and myself, I've heard it from others about how, for example, the one in Dyer, I think we talked about at the public meeting, the one in Dyer, that's the most recent one I can think that went up on 30 is, I think the occupancy right now is 85%, which is a high occupancy. So I felt that it was a good location in Schererville for the property. It's off the beaten path, so to speak, but it has access to US 41 and obviously access to Deer Creek Drive. Low traffic. If you look at the studies, that's the lowest rate of traffic among any commercial uses. We've got limited times that were given to the BZA of opening and closing. We do make it, or he does make it, or they do make it available sometimes to customers. It's controlled. It's gated at a longer rate of time or in off hours. It's a controlled access to the facility and gated, and I think that's pretty much it. It was fully discussed at the BZA, and based on that, they made their unanimous decision.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Mr. President,
Yes,
are
Mr.
there any
Joshua.
conditions the BZA sent with its favorable?
No, there's nothing listed here.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Consider variance of use to allow drive-through lanes within the US 41 Commercial Corridor Overlay District. Board of Zoning Appeal Case 25-4-6. Petitioner Raising Cane Restaurants LLC and Premier Design Group. Location is 703 US 41, Shops of Schererville, Lot 2. BZA favorable recommendation 4-0, April 24, 2025 meeting. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is for Raising Cane's, also went in front of the BZA. It's the location on 41 where the current but now closed TGI Fridays is. And the petitioner is also here tonight if anybody has any questions.
Any council members' questions?
No, great addition.
Okay. Yeah, glad to have you in
Welcome.
Schererville.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Award bid for Kennedy Avenue Phase 1 Bridge Design 1801 1911 and design 1900834 to H. Pashton S.N. Nielsen and Associates of LLC in the amount of $17,446,034.09. Town of Schererville's portion will be $2,286,495.62. Authorized town manager, director of operations, clerk treasurer, and the town attorney to finalize the execution of documents and submit payment to the Indiana Department of Transportation, INDOT, once invoice is received. This project is being facilitated and officially awarded by INDOT. Jim or Andy?
Next three are Andy's.
Yes, that's what I assumed.
So this is for the Kennedy Avenue Bridge. This will be constructed over the double set of tracks, the Norfolk Southern and Canadian National tracks, as pictured on the screen here. This construction was bid out via INDOT, and bids were opened this last Wednesday, May 7th. The bid was slightly under the engineer's estimate. Schererville's portion will be the $2,286,495.62, and this will authorize the clerk treasurer and town staff to finalize the documents and pay INDOT once invoicing is received. This is the very end of their fiscal year, so this needs to happen pretty quickly once the invoice is created. This will likely be the only payment we have to pay for the actual construction, unless there are some overages, in which case we'll have I'll call it a true-up at the end, and that amount will be at the end of the project. This is what we've been working for, and luckily it came in under, and I'm happy to see this moving forward.
Woo-hoo.
It's happening.
Yes, and INDOT changed this probably 15 times the amount we were going to pay. I don't know what happened, but they kept finding more money for us. So I'm not going to complain, and we're very grateful for that.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, great work, Andy. I know you put a lot of effort into this.
Thank you.
Mr. President, motion to award the bid for Kennedy Avenue Phase 1 per the description in item I.
Okay.
I-L.
Second.
Motion?
Second.
Second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Award bid for Kennedy Avenue Phase 2, Oak Street to Junction Avenue, design 1382603, 2FH Pashkin S.N. Nielsen and Associates of LLC in the amount of $16,480,171.64. The town of Schererville's portion will be $7,746,122.64. Authorizing the town manager, the director of operations, the clerk treasurer, and the town attorney to finalize execution of documents and to submit payment to the Indiana Department of Transportation, INDOT, once invoicing is received. This project is being facilitated and officially awarded by INDOT. Andy?
Yes, so this is for Kennedy Avenue Phase 2. These were bid out simultaneously, so this is roughly from Oak Street to Junction Avenue. Construction, this was bid out via INDOT, and bids were opened the same day, Wednesday, May 7th. The bid was under the engineer's estimate. Schererville's portion will be the $7 million number you referenced. This will authorize the clerk treasurer and town staff to finalize all the documents and pay INDOT once invoicing is received, similar to the last one. Again, we're excited to get this project off the ground, and you'll definitely see some road closures coming up for utility relocations, and we'll keep our website updated on road closure notices moving forward. So in case you wanted to do the math, total for Phase 1 and 2 construction was $33,926,205.73, and Schererville's portion will be just over $10 million.
Wow.
So we
Nice
did
savings.
pretty good overall.
Pretty good, yes.
Pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Authorize the town manager, director of operations, clerk treasurer, and town attorney to finalize execution of documents and to submit payment to the Indiana Department of Transportation. Once invoicing is received from Canadian National Railroad, CN, force account Schererville's portion will be $83,311.
So this is for Phase 2, the tracks near Division Street. They have to do some work, they call it a force account, so we have to pay NDOT up front, and then they will pay Canadian National, so this will get invoiced as a separate invoice from the actual construction work. So this is the amount, $83,311.
Okay, very good. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider acceptance of conveyance of property, Anna Street Water Tower, from the Waterworks Board Waterworks Board to the town of Schererville, Lake County, Indiana, and to authorize town manager and director of operations, clerk treasurer, and town attorney to finalize execution of documents. Jim?
Same item from the Water Board, Mr. President.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Consider donation of Northwest Indiana Cancer Kids Foundation, Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. Lemonade stand at the parade, June 7th, 2025, in the amount of $1,000. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. This request came before the donation committee, which consists of town manager, director of operations, and clerk treasurer. Reviewed all the documents. Everything seemed to be in order. We did donate to this cause last year, same amount. That's all I got.
Okay, pleasure of the board.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion
Second.
and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Consider redevelopment commission decision regarding the Anytime Fitness proposal for development of real estate at 22 West Joliet Street, project due to incomplete project specifications from redevelopment commission. So we just need
Motion to deny.
motion to deny. We have a
Second.
second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. And we consider acceptance of donations of $13,253.40. Christie, if you would be so kind to go through that.
Thank you, Mr. Getzloff. For the month of April 2025, we had $799.51 worth of in-kind donations and $12,453.89 in monetary donations. The majority of those monetary donations are for National Night Out, which, as you know, is coming up in August as well. Let me get started. We had quite a turnout. Town hall offices donation. There were various in-kind items. Kalpesh Patel from Sweet Circle, valued at $20. Dunkin' Donuts, valued at $17. Applewood Farms, valued at $50. Diane Harar, single coffee machine, $48. Caribbean Pools, Jennifer Urick, in-kind donation estimated at $200. Public Works Donation Fund from REL Landscaping and Garden Center. They donated a red maple tree, which is planted at Public Works. Estimated value, $289.99. Animal control, we had various items donated from anonymous people. Their in-kind value was worth $50 and $15. Linda Myers donated a monetary donation to the animal control at $40. The Animal Control Willow Fund, donated by Jocelyn Babbage, totaled $200. Received donation from Applewood Farm and And National Night Out, like I said, has had a big turnout. B&D Sewer, $1,000. Adams Automotive, $150. DNR Auto Repair, $300. Great Lakes Landscape Management, $300. McInnes Automotive Services, $200. Thomas Irrigation, $200. Anonymous, $200. Lighthouse Auto Body, $100. Import Auto Group, $500. Toast and Jam, $500. Olthoff Homes, $1,000. UAC Truck Services, $150. Greg's Place, $500. BC Auto Repair, $100. Cliffs Heating, $1,000. Great Lakes Welding and Supply, $1,000. K&L Investment Group, $500. Mackey Insurance Group, $250. Stan's Body Shop and Tow, $200. Brunswick American Legion Post, $485, $200. Caribbean Pools, $500. DDM Trucking, $300. Dean's Landscaping, $500. Reeves Fence Services, $150. Premier Window System, $100. Five Star Thai Cuisine, $100. Total donations for National Night Out, total $10,000. To the Police and Fire 911 donation box that's located in the Clerk Treasurer's office, we had cash donations of $213.89. The fire department also had an in-kind donation from Applewood Farms valued at $60. And the park department, their next big event coming up new in August is Pensy Pints and Performers. So we had monetary donations from New Toys Leisure Products for $500, B&D Sewer, $1,000, and Kelly Law Offices for $500. The total parks monetary donations were $2,000. And that's it. Expect more next month as well.
Thank you very much.
Motion to approve?
Thanks to the donors. Pleasure of the board. Motion and second. Those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. At this time, I will take any business from the floor. Any business from the floor? Okay, come on up and state your name and address, please. It's okay, we're not going to bite.
Nicole Reveliotis, 1325 Deer Creek Drive in Dyer.
Why don't I just pull that mic down? Or?
Toya Smith, and 8822 5th Street in Highland.
Okay.
Okay, hi, I know you guys all know us. We're here with Logan's Love, and we're here again. We want to thank you guys for always supporting us and being one of the first places to hold our first event ever. I know you know our goal, and that is to keep my sweet son Logan's memory alive and to give back to the special needs community in Lake County. And we have done that with our sensory events and our 2 initiatives. And right now, we're about to go into our golf outing. So we're here to see if you guys would promote it, post it. This event helps us fund doing all of our funding to keep all of our events free. Our goal is to make Lake County one of the safest, educated, accepting, loving communities around here, and to be an example for other communities and counties to follow. We're asking you guys, if you guys want to sponsor a hole, come out, get a foursome golf, and if you could put it on your page and post it. Is that okay if we give them out to you guys?
It is. We gladly would like those. That's for sure.
Thank you. And also, I forgot to tell you guys, so right now, you guys know that we've done the Ben's Blue bags, so we've given over 400 bags in Lake County already. And we also donated Project Lifesaver to Dyer, so they're now a transmitter. They have the transmitter there. And we are hoping to get the entire county with Project Lifesavers as well.
Excellent.
Nice work.
Nice work. Any other comments from the floor? Any other comments from the floor? Any other comments? Hearing or seeing none, this meeting is officially adjourned.